Seriously, what is wrong with Joe Rogan now?
We're on the underpass, and there's porta potties. Not one either, like 4, like a deck of porta potties.
First of all, nobody even likes using a fucking porta potty. Second of all, the city does an absolutely abysmal job of regular maintenance on those porta potties, so they're often unusable. Even McDonald's does a better job of making sure that somebody is accountable for their restrooms being usable. Seriously, is Rogan trying to make the argument that unhoused people have it so good? Are you stupid?
And then someone has a car parked there on the sidewalk, like partly on the sidewalk, so they're like half blocking a lane, and then they have like a canopy.
So you're really complaining about the few unhoused people who actually do have cars, that their cars take up space. Rogan, your cars take up space. Or are you such a man baby that you actually do have object permanence and everything that you don't see directly in front of you just disappears from existence, like your cars? A lot of people in Los Angeles have cars, and those cars take up space. Unlike cities like New York, who actually develop their public transportation system, LA public transportation sucks. And our city is so flat and vast that a car is almost necessary.
And they have just stacks of shit. And then next to it was a dresser. They had a dresser.
Jesus.
So they had their shoes in a shoe rack. Like, this is where they live.
That's really wild.
Are you telling me that some of these homeless people have some of the same basic household furniture that I do in my own home? That's gotta be illegal.
When you see stuff like that on the streets, at least in Los Angeles or maybe in California, that's protected property, like by law. You know that? Like if you were
so you're not supposed to do that.
But like that's that person's property by law. If you were to
the
go,
homeless person's property is protected?
Yes, absolutely.
Huh.
What? Homeless people have rights too? I thought the police only existed to protect my property. And hey, I mean, that's the way that LAPD typically operates, so I'm not surprised that that's the way that Rogan thinks.
Huh.
If you were to go and try to move that or take that,
you'd get arrested.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hilarious.
When you steal from somebody, that is still called theft, regardless of their housing status. Yeah, stealing what little homeless people have is hilarious, dude. I'm gonna add that to my next shit set at the Laugh Factory. Also, the city of Los Angeles does take away the property from our unhoused neighbors in the form of violent sweeps. Sweeps are typically done early in the morning where the city rounds up police officers and loads of garbage trucks, and you better be at your tent when this is happening or else they're just gonna throw the whole damn thing in. Look at how evil these are. From stealing people's shelter,
You gotta give us time to move our stuff,
to stealing their pets, sometimes the only family they know. Most of all, they just want to steal their humanity.
about 3 times where they took everything. They left me with an old pair of shoes, just one set of clothing. That really hurt me a lot. I was very depressed. They kind of like set you to stay homeless. You know, instead of helping us, they don't know who we are or circumstances that were the reason why we're homeless. So it's a very uncomfortable way of living.
But hey, it's just a joke, right?
They wouldn't arrest you if you shot somebody. Maybe you should just go and shoot the homeless people.
I like your ideas.
Yeah. And if nobody claims it, I mean, nobody does anything about violent crime in LA anymore. It's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
They're just letting people out.
As if everything up until now hasn't been absolutely absurd, Rogan then makes a joke about shooting homeless people in Los Angeles. As if these people aren't already the target of violence as it is. Arrests have been made in less than half of the 85 homicides last year. And yeah, most of the murders of the unhoused people in Los Angeles are committed with what? Firearms, by a vast majority. You can say, oh, it's just a joke or whatever, but here's the thing. Rogan has an impressionable, stupid audience. How do I know this? They're listening to Joe Rogan. Rogan is talking about his real experiences, his real political opinions, and adding thinly veiled jokes.
Well, alright then, Snowflake. You got a better idea?
Los Angeles needs more affordable housing, not these shitty Band-Aid programs. Tiny houses are just degrading, stupid little sheds that don't offer much shelter. And for what these stupid tiny houses cost, you can get somebody like a studio or a one-bedroom apartment. These tiny houses are a fucking waste and a joke. Oh, and then there's also Project Roomkey. What a stupid name for a stupid program, because hardly anybody has room keys. This stupid Project Roomkey program barely helps anybody at all. You can't have visitors in your room. Some of these hotels take out the ice machines because I guess unhoused people don't get the basic things that you expect from a motel or a hotel, and you have like curfews. All of these programs are such a fucking waste of money, and they're so dehumanizing. That's why people would rather stay out on the streets. We don't need all these luxury apartments that people can barely afford. Fuck it, seize the golf courses and build affordable housing there. Put people in safe, secure, real housing, Los Angeles, because people with platforms like Joe Rogan are coming up with other ideas. But hey, it's just a joke. Follow and donate if you can to these groups if you want to help our unhoused neighbors in a more substantial way. Their links will be in the description below.